There are two special types of resistors that we haven't talked about yet. Light-dependent resistors, or LDRs, which have the circuit symbol like this, and thermistors, which have this circuit symbol. LDRs change their resistance based on the light intensity around it, and thermistors change their resistance based on the temperature around it. Let's have a look at a graph for resistance against light intensity for an LDR. So here we can see that when the light intensity is very low, the resistance is very high and it won't let very much current through. But as the light intensity increases, the resistance gets lower and lower, letting more and more current through. So when it's bright, it will have low resistance, allowing lots of current to pass through. Now let's have a look at a graph of resistance against temperature for a thermistor. You can see that it looks very similar. We can see that when the temperature is low, there is a high resistance, so not much current will be let through. As the temperature of the thermistor increases, as it gets warmer, then the resistance gets lower and more current will be able to flow through it. So I think understanding a very basic explanation of how these work will help you remember what these graphs should look like when there's high resistance and when there's low resistance. Essentially, these components need energy in order to allow current through. So LDRs take energy in the form of light. When they have lots of light energy, they can let lots of current pass through, so they have a low resistance. When it's very dark, they don't have much energy, they can't allow very much current through, so they have a high resistance. Thermistors, exactly the same. When they are very cold, they don't have very much energy, they can't let much current through, they have a high resistance. But when it gets nice and warm, they use that heat energy to allow the current to flow through them, and they have a low resistance. And just one last note, these thermistors are sometimes called negative temperature coefficient thermistors, or NTC thermistors. It's a bit stupid that you need to know that, because these are the most common type of thermistor. Most of the time when you come across it, it's going to be one of these anyway. Don't let that name throw you off. Simple devices, but tricky to remember.